I left the Airbnb this morning about 9:30. They gave me a breakfast, which was really great. The first Airbnb that ever gave me a breakfast, and that's probably because this is a real bed and breakfast. Could have slept a little bit longer. I'm not really getting enough sleep. I've been staying up late watching the World Cup games and not going to bed till about 1 in the morning, so not getting as much sleep as I would like. So I was really tired this morning when I got up at 8. So today I'm going about 36 miles to, I'm gonna butcher the name, Zosel in Belgium. So I'm gonna finally cross over into Belgium today, and that town is just a little outside of Antwerp, and it was going to be a big day to get to Antwerp, so I didn't want to have to do that. So yesterday when I was going over the bike stuff, I wondered if I remembered later that I was missing something, and I wonder if y'all noticed if I was missing something. So I'll wait for you to guess. If you guessed a helmet, you would be right. Ding, ding, ding. That was one of the biggest surprises I had here in Amsterdam, is nobody wears helmets. And I looked into like bike regulations and stuff, and it's not required. Surprisingly, you would think in a place that had so many bikes, you know, people that bike so much, they would wear helmets, but they don't. And honestly, the one time I saw someone in Amsterdam wearing a helmet, I was like, that's weird, because you never see it. Now, leaving Amsterdam, you see your road bikers, you know, going out to do long distances, and they're wearing helmets. You know, they're going much faster, and you know, and I'm a big proponent of wearing helmets. Like, definitely wear helmets. But I can kind of see now why it's not maybe as important, because the bike lanes are usually separated from the roads. They're not always on the roads. They've got their separate lane, got a barrier in between, so you're not really interacting too much with the cars. So I feel safe and I feel comfortable. But I'd say normally, and definitely in the States, where drivers aren't used to seeing bicyclists. Here, like when I go across like intersection or something, they always look for bikes, because that's what they're conditioned to do, because it's the Netherlands. Everybody rides bikes here, and I like that. That's awesome. So definitely wear helmets in the States, and all the time. Oh, I also was thinking while I was biking yesterday how this might be my favorite trip I've done. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to, you know, when people ask me, what's your favorite place you've been? What's your favorite trip? What's your favorite part of hiking the Appalachian Trail? Whatever. It's so hard for me, because I guess I just tend to love everything. I mean, something like the AT, obviously you kind of have standouts, but for places I've been, I just feel like I love every place I'm in at that time. So it's really hard for me to compare. So for this though, like, I do feel like it's been one of my favorite trips, you know, and I've been hiking in the Himalayas, you know, hiking across Spain. Like, this isn't like the grand vistas of that, you know, it's not super like amazing scenery, but it's just like kind of the simpleness and just the fact that this trip has just kind of flowed so well, and just how it's come together has been really special and beautiful to me. And I've just been like loving it so much. And a little side note, It's super flat here, but the only times you kind of go uphill is to go over bridges. If you're crossing train tracks or a highway or like a river. So that's really the only climbs I have. And having no gears kind of sucks for that. So you just kind of have to crank it out. But what I really love now is that I just kind of coast down and I'll stand up on the bike and just like cruise down. And that's one of my favorite things to do. But going back to it being my favorite trip, just like I'm usually, when I'm hiking, I'm very much focused on getting somewhere to the point where I don't take breaks really, and I just push to get somewhere. And it's not that enjoyable. And for this trip, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I'm not having to do so many miles, I'm giving myself all day to do it, that I'm allowing myself to just stop like whenever I want and just like take a break because I don't feel rushed. And that might sound like duh to people, but for me, like I said, I'm just so used to pushing to get somewhere that I don't really let myself enjoy it. It's all about getting somewhere. So this has all just been about the trip for me. And then just the fact how everything has worked out so well. I've been staying at these really cute Airbnbs, like getting to see these small towns that I never would have seen. And being a solo traveler, I'm not interacting that much with people, and so being able to stay at these Airbnbs are letting me interact with locals, which I really like to do, and meeting people. And like the first Airbnb, I was asking them all sorts of questions that I had about the Netherlands, like where are the windmills, where are the tulip farms, does it snow here, random things that I'm interested in. And you know, I get a local person to tell me. And you know, last night I watched the World Cup game with my host, and so that was really cool. So I've just really been having a great time, and I hope that it continues. So we'll see if this little bike can take it. So I'll see you down the road. So I'm here in Belgium, and I'm at a automat with strawberries. So like vending machines with bread and strawberries. Now I knew that this was going to be a thing because I read a blog about a guy who biked from Paris to Amsterdam, and he mentioned the automats. So I was already on the lookout, and I've seen about 3 so far. I stopped earlier and just got a soda. But then this time I'm gonna get a thing of strawberries. It's so hot, so I'm just taking another break and just gonna eat some strawberries. They're about €3. so I'm going to see how to do this. I don't really know how to do it. Well, my maps failed me for the first time. Took me to a dead end. So now I gotta go roundabout way to get to my Airbnb, which I'm just so tired. I want to be there already. And sometimes you walk the bike. My Maps application keeps sending me to the wrong place, so I had to look at Google Maps instead, and I think it's right over here.